Hey everyone, today I've got your sisters movie review. Sisters Mara and Kate learn that they have one weekend to clean out all of their stuff from their old family home before their parents decide to sell the place. And how do they handle that? Throwing a big party, that is. As far as the story goes, this was a movie that I was really hesitant on seeing. I know that Amy Poehler and Tina Fey love to collaborate on multiple things, whether it's hosting the Golden Globes, being in other movies like Mean Girls, going on SNL, or just, being the best gal pals there are in Hollywood. And I really felt like, I'll give this movie a chance because I was sort of like, I wasn't really hearing what a lot of people thought about this movie until I eventually went to go see it. And I was really quite surprised by the mixed reception. This is a movie that I feel like people should see, and it might just be a generic comedy in the end, but it does have this underlying, theme about, the bonds of sisterhood and being able to handle looking back at your life and realizing that maybe it wasn't what you expected it to be until you finally grew up. This is kind of like a movie for grown-ups. There are just a lot of adults in this movie, save for maybe one underage girl who just so happens to be the daughter of Tina Fey's character. As far as the casting goes, you've got Tina Fey, who I think does a pretty decent job in this movie, though her character, I feel like, isn't as relatable as I thought she was going to be. I mean, she looks to be like a single mother who's trying to find a job, and then she has this sort of, hit or miss relationship with her sister, played by Amy Poehler. It does seem really interesting to see them collaborating once again, and I do think they do make a great on-screen duo. Though I feel like I'm more impressed with Amy Poehler's character, probably because she plays the younger sister, so obviously her personality is going to be a little bit out there, probably just more hilarious to deal with. And then these two girls decide not to invite their school mean girl, played by Maya Rudolph, who I also think does a really good job, and there are some funny scenes with her in it, like her dancing outside of the house when she knows that she wasn't invited in the first place, but she still wants to have a good time, so she's just killing it. And then you've got the guys of the movie. You've got Ike Barinholtz, who totally looks like he could be a Wahlberg brother, and I think it's just really interesting to see him sort of play this awkward guy that Amy Poehler seems to have the hots for. And, some things get a little bit crazy in his situation. But then you've got John Cena in another comedic role since Trainwreck. So I'm thinking, why is he here? And I'm not complaining about his acting abilities, because he literally, does a better job just standing in the corner of a room as a statue and all muscular than he does actually speaking the very few lines that he had in this movie. So the things that I did like about this movie, it was obviously hilarious. There were definitely some crass moments, and there were some random Asian chicks at the party, and just a lot of unexpected scenes and a lot of crazy mayhem going on in the house, which makes it seem like this is definitely a cool party to go to, even if they're all like adults that have kids and other priorities, and they really shouldn't be having this time to themselves. It just seems totally out of character. But unfortunately, the things that I didn't really like about this movie did have a few childish moments to it, things that I feel like, okay, do I really need to see that? It's like TMI, and I don't know if it's just adding on to the comedy or not, so I don't know if I was supposed to laugh at stuff like that or not. And it really doesn't set itself apart from other comedy movies out there, and it does slightly remind me of the movie Neighbors. So I'm not really sure how I feel exactly about this movie. Overall, I would say that Sisters is a decent comedy. I think it was a lot funnier the first time I saw it, and I think, more people should check it out, whether or not you're fans of these actors. So I might recommend seeing this movie. And I would give this 4 hearts on the heart rate scale. So let me know in the comments what you guys thought of Sisters. And as always, you guys can subscribe to my channel. I've got more movie reviews, movie updates coming every week for a Child Thursday video. You guys can also like me on Facebook and follow me on Twitter. And I will see you guys later.